Hello, hello, collective. My name is Christina. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. Okay, so we have the empty room and the healer, the gym, the forest, the starborn, and the cave. Oh, goodness. You guys, I just kind of feel like this. I feel like it's a question of what do I want to heal, right? Like what is worth healing and what is worth letting go, right? What aligns with me and what trips me up? And how can I bring healing to that so that I'm able to move forward in a direction that I think enables you to stand in the value of you, right? I just think of like, what is that analogy of like, you can be the right package or the full package but show up at the wrong door. You know what I mean? And it's completely useless. And I feel like you're like, which door do I walk through? You know, like which way do I go that will actually honor my value as like in the entirety of who I am as a person? And stop piecing yourself out, because I just feel like that's been in our energy, like in all of the reads in some form or fashion. And becoming more intimate with, you know, who you are and who you're becoming, you know, because if you're trying to figure out which door to walk through, it's because you haven't found the right door yet. You know what I mean? And I think about like the idea of intimacy and going through a door, and it's like you can become really familiar with some, you know, room or some piece of equipment or something, you know, or a person, only to find that it's like a completely useless skill, it's a completely useless friendship, it's a completely useless goal. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't align with the value that you bring to the table. Like, you don't need a chef when you're on a construction site. I mean, unless you're just feeding your men really well, but I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to figure out which door to walk through. Okay. The Devil, the Seven of Cups, the King of Swords, the Lovers, the Four of Wands, and Temperance. Well, I mean, I think part of that is just this idea of like, whichever door I go through, I don't know. I feel like it's like whatever door I go through, there's just a lot of lack. There's a lot of just like the world is set up to be a certain type of way. Do you know what I mean? And as a result, we are the product of that. You know? And I think that, you know, a lot of times when we're trying to like engage with things in life and we think, oh, this will be a great opportunity, and then you figure out that like, I mean, it's like maybe it looks great on the outside, but you go inside and it's just, you're going to be pushed around, you're going to be manipulated, they're going to speak ill against you. You know what I mean? They're going to try and manipulate you and make you do what they want you to do because they don't give a fuck about you as a person. Because people who give a fuck don't treat you that way, right? And that's how you know those aren't the right doors. I think you've been just in an energy of better on my own. Like, I can do this so much more easily when I don't have to deal with so much ridiculousness. You know what I mean? And finding your balance, uncovering your value. And I think enabling yourself to make a solid decision to, again, engage in something that honors your value, whether it's a relationship or, you know, like a job or a community. You know, it's just kind of this idea of like, no, I will remain on my own. The dryer is done. I'm doing laundry. I will stay on my own until I know which way I need to go, you know? And I think that you just don't have to. Okay. That's a long ass song. I thought maybe I should open the door. No, that stopped. Sorry. 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the Magician. Well, again, yes, I just feel like it's this idea of really like not participating and engaging with any of this anymore. You know, taking some time to yourself, figuring it out, finding your balance, healing the wounds in you that attracted those types of people to you and kept them around. Rising up in the power of who you are. Again, I just feel like there's this idea of like you're stepping into your power, and you're moving in a new direction and working with people who are your people, who you can get to know intimately and share in things with. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, this feels very similar to the Virgo read that I did, but it does. It's just this idea of like, stop surrounding yourself with people who just want to question your value at every opportunity that they get. Those people are not people that you want to have in your life, and you want to close those doors and walk away from that energy so that you can be in an energy that honors your value and respects you and doesn't demand your respect while they tear you down. You know what I mean? Like, how does that make sense to anyone ever? But anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. I think that that's what you've been working on healing. And I think you've gotten to a place where you're able to really start standing in that version of yourself. Collective. I hope everyone's doing well. The lighting in here is so weird. And like the way that it shines, like it makes my nose really bright and the rest of my face really dark. And I was like, well, I mean, I love my nose, my native nose, but also, you know, the Hanged Man, I think you're just seeing things very differently. I just feel like it's a perspective shift, right? Like when you're not focusing on all of the negativity that you have to deal with, you're able to really pay attention on creating what it is that you were intending to create, or finding that opportunity that enables you to create in the way that you wanted to create, right? Because it's like you just kept going in the wrong doors. You just kept showing up as a full package to somebody who didn't order that. You know what I mean? But that's done. Okay. The Castle and the Mystic. Well, I mean, I guess it's just this idea of like seeing the limitations as they present themselves. You know, I just kind of feel like not stopping long enough to get stuck. You know, I mean, I don't know. I know that I bounce around a lot. I always have. I have a really difficult time sitting still. You know, I'm like super proud of myself if I stay somewhere for like 2 years. You know what I mean? And I don't know why that is, you know, but I feel like while that is not a positive thing to a lot of people, because most people do not enjoy that, and I don't know that I've done it necessarily because I enjoy it so much as it's just been the way the path is laid out, you know what I mean? But I think that part of it has enabled me to really quickly assess when something is confining. And I feel like part of the reason that you're able to really move in this new direction and do whatever it is that you're going to be doing is because you've seen through. It's like once you see something, I don't know, it's like once you learn that you know, the kids commercial, the toys for kids commercials, and you watch the commercial and you're like, oh, that looks like such a cool toy, and then they get the toy and they're like, this toy sucks, you know, and they play with the box. You know what I mean? But I feel like you've gotten past that stage of being fooled by the commercial of what it's supposed to be. And you have an awareness of what your time and energy is actually worth. And I think that you just feel really empowered by that. And because you feel empowered by that, you're more comfortable holding your boundaries. Because you're more comfortable holding your boundaries, you're enabling yourself to move forward and to really, you know, become intimate with your own value. Because when you're surrounded with people who are constantly devaluing you, it's very difficult to understand just how valuable you actually are. But you are valuable, and I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Thank you for sharing this energy with me. If this does resonate, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.